We have a rule change in college basketball. No, it's not the one I wanted. I've been hoping for six fouls. I've been hoping for things also that revolve around maybe even possibly a 4-point shot, something a little spicy. But the panel has approved a change to enhance the game flow in men's college basketball. Coaches' challenge at any point of the game are coming to college basketball. And more importantly, officials cannot conduct video review on out of bounds calls unless there's a coach's challenge. So, according to Jeff Borzel, to take his words, the final 2 minutes of a game will no longer take 20 minutes in theory. Now, for the fans of the NBA, it'll be the same rules, right? You have to have a challenge in order. I'm sorry, you have to have a timeout in order to conduct the challenge. If that's unsuccessful, you are out of challenges for the rest of the game. If it's successful, you obviously the call will get overturned and you will have another challenge that you can use at any point of the game. This rule is put into place to really just enhance the flow of the game. As college basketball fans, like the time that's spent at the monitor on any little call, on anything that happens is absolutely egregious, to be honest with you, and sometimes makes it unwatchable. Now, officials can still initiate video reviews on basket interference, goaltending, restricted arc plays in the last 2 minutes of the game and into overtime. But otherwise, it's got to be basically all the coaches using the challenge. So kind of the same rules that are in the NBA. Dion, surface level, you're probably excited about this because obviously you don't want all the monitor time. But what do you think about these rule changes, and do you think it will actually enhance the flow of the game?
Okay, so you said under 2 minutes they do get to review stuff, right?
So under 2 minutes, the officials can initiate video reviews on basket interference or goaltending and restricted arc plays in the last 2 minutes of the game and in the overtime.
Okay.
So they cannot conduct video reviews on out of bounds calls unless it's through a coach's challenge.
Is that how it is in the NBA too?
Yeah, because no, yeah, it is because you can't do the whole. Actually, no, maybe in the last 2 minutes of the NBA they go to the monitor when they need to.
I
Basically,
thought,
this is to stop this.
yeah.
Yeah, well, they do it in the NBA, but like at the college level, the last 2 minutes, every single call that is on the edge, go look at it, go look at it, go look at it. That's out of the game now.
I do like that. I do think, and if the NBA does it to where they don't get to review under 2 minutes out of bounds plays, that's crazy too. But I will say this, like you should be able to review what you need to get the call correct under 2 minutes. Because if it's a one possession game, it's a missed call. You use your challenge in the first half. I don't think that's right either. Like, let's do what we can to make sure that like we get the correct outcome based upon performance and not remove that referee interference, I guess you could say. But also let's remove the refs going to the monitor for everything for 40 minutes, right?
Mhm.
Because it just felt like the flow of the game would get really stale. Flip that though, by the way. Until they do something about the media timeouts, the flow of the game is going to be the exact same.
This video is brought to you by NBA 2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's, that's New
New
York.
York. Well,
Bang.
that's New Jersey.
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's it's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to the right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video.
So like I think if we're doing like flow of the game stuff, I do think college has a lot that they can kind of do with the flow of the game aspect. I'm not a huge quarters in college basketball guy, but I will say quarters is how you would get rid of the media timeout issues that you have.
So they actually did bring that up. It's funny you said that. So they talked about some other things that might come into play, and quarters was one of those things. So maybe it's not. I don't know if it'll be done before next season, but it was something that was brought up kind of on this panel where they're discussing like the rules going forward. I think really all this is to do. Like I know there's probably some more they need to make happen with the changes, like you mentioned, because at the end of the day, you want the call right, but you want the flow of the game to be the same. But this is to stop the last 2 minutes when it is like it's a delay game tactic technically. Like you can gain free timeouts. You just stretch these games out so long by every single thing that happens, they go to the monitor to review it, and refs take their time on that every single time, even if it's an egregious one to be kind of thrown out there. But all in all, I think I will give the NCAA credit for doing something right on this one. I think.
Um,
Are we giving them credit?
yeah, I think it's a good step in the right direction. I want to say this about the NBA too. Let's remove players being able to go to the huddle during reviews. You shouldn't get a free timeout.
Keep them on the court.
Keep them on the court. You should not get a free timeout because that's just in what world is that fair to the defense if there's a bad call made, the refs say we're going to go to the monitor, and all of a sudden Dan Hurley gets to draw a play up because it takes the refs 17 minutes to figure stuff out. So
Right.
like Dan Hurley gets to draw a full play up. He probably gets to set a defense up too. He gets to figure out his own substitution. And it's like I don't think the best coaches in the country or in the world in the NBA standpoint should have the opportunity to get more timeouts than they have. And I think there's also a potential strategy there where if you're a college coach, and maybe you can do this less now when we do the challenge thing, but why not just use your timeouts? If you know a review's coming to where you're going to get one anyway, why not just use your timeouts in the first 38 minutes and get them out the way, and then you'll get them for free at some point.
Yeah, and look, I think that might arise, but on the surface level, just hopefully the last 2 minutes just don't last 50 minutes, which is really what it is in college basketball nowadays. So, you know what? NCAA, good on you. Let's get the quarters now and let's keep it pushing. But thank you for making this rule change.